Hello guys, Harry here. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you are well. So guys, in this video, I'm going to share 6 watches that I wear the most. Now, something has changed this year, and especially for a couple of these watches that I don't really used to wear a lot. Even though after spending a lot of money, they used to spend most of their time in my watch boxes, and I decided this year, at the start of this year, I decided that is not going to happen this year. Enough is enough. I've spent a lot of money on these watches, so I'm going to start wearing them quite a lot, and that's what I've done this year so far. So I'm going to share 6 watches that I've worn the most this year so far. I mean, we've still got about 7 months to go, so things can change, but I think they will not change too much for the rest of the year. Now, I've got another watch on my wrist which I only bought about a month ago. It's over a month ago. I'm not going to include that watch in this video, but I'll just quickly show you, even though that I've been wearing this watch quite a lot over the past month or so, and again, a fantastic addition to my collection. So let's kick in and let's check out all these watches, then I'll wrap up the video. So guys, let's kick it off with this legend of a watch, my Heuer Monaco. I love cars, I love motor racing, and Monaco has a rich history with racing. You can't really deny that. And when I'm not in the mood to wear any of my other watches, or I'm bored with my other watches, this is the watch that I go for. And this watch is a conversation starter. Now, I don't know how many times I have people come up to me, or other watch enthusiasts have come up to me and struck a conversation about watches. For some reason, they know that I'm into watches, and it's fantastic when you have people, like-minded people, come up to you and start talking with you about their passion and the passion that you share, something that is common between you two, or between the people that you speak to. So yeah, absolutely fantastic watch, and there's not much out there that really resembles closely with this Monaco. So absolutely love this watch, and again, a legend of a watch. Now, moving on to my second watch, which is the cheapest watch here in the video today, is my Casio Oceanus. I bought this in Japan last year, and I loved that trip, and I really wanted to buy this watch. I was contemplating between the green dial and the blue dial, but when I had both in person, I decided to go for the blue, and I haven't regretted my decision a single bit since then. And I said in my collection video last year as well that this watch, the way this watch is finished, this watch will put much more expensive watches to shame, and I do stand by that comment even today, because this watch is a sheer value for money. This is my pick up and go watch as well. This is a quartz watch, and when you pick this up, or when I pick this up, I know that it will be telling you the right time, the right date. I don't need to wind it. I just pick it up and go. So a fantastic value for money, and that is what really Casio is known for, and that's what they're offering with this watch as well. So moving on to the next watch, a watch or a brand that doesn't really need any sort of introduction, and that is my Omega Planet Ocean. I always wanted an Omega in my collection, but I was never sure about which one. At one time, I was really into the Speedmaster, then I was into the reduced. Given that my wrist size is on the average side, I've got a 7-inch wrist, so I really thought about getting the reduced, and then I knew that in the back of my mind, I always had a thing for the Planet Ocean as well. So I decided to go for the Planet Ocean, and by then I already had the Boulevard Lunar Pilot in my collection as well. So something I already had with that heritage, of going into the space and all that kind of stuff. So I thought, let's not have 2 of something similar, but let's go for something that is, that will fill a gap in my collection, so I decided to go for the Planet Ocean. Now I'm not trying to match or trying to put the Speedy and the Boulevard Lunar Pilot on the same level. I always call the Boulevard Lunar Pilot the other moon watch, which kind of it is anyway. But I already had that, so I thought let's go for this one, and I haven't really regretted this decision as well. I really love this watch. I do wear this watch on a rubber strap, as you can see right now, and on a stainless steel bracelet as well, but I always feel more comfortable with this rubber strap. This watch is a bit on the heavier side, especially on that stainless steel bracelet, which is a chunky bracelet. It is really well made, but it's a bit on the heavier side as well. So my always preference is to wear this watch on this rubber strap. So yeah, a fantastic watch, and again, a brand and a watch that doesn't really need a lot of introduction. So the next one, moving on to another brand with a lot of heritage and history behind it, and I still think a brand which doesn't receive all the respect that it really deserves, especially on what Longines has given to the watch industry, and they've been in the game for so long. One of the oldest brands out there, and this watch again offers sheer value for money. Now the price on these GMTs, the Zulu GMTs, have gone up a little bit in Australia as well. They're retail for more than $5,000. When I bought this about a year ago, just over, I paid close to about 3,400 Australian dollars for this watch I have here with me today. So again, fantastic value for money, and I do wear this watch a lot when I'm traveling. That could be within Australia. Australia is a big country, so we got different time zones within the country, or when I'm traveling overseas. I came recently from a trip to Hong Kong and Singapore, and I took this watch with me, and this watch was nearly on my wrist every day, and yeah, a fantastic watch, a great value for money, and if you really shop around, you should be able to get some decent discount on Longines as well. So yeah, a fantastic watch that I personally really like. Okay, now to the most expensive watch of the video, and the most expensive watch in my collection as well. When I bought this watch, now I would say about 2.5-3 years ago, it was a decision that was really hard for me. I did not take that decision lightly. It was a financial decision that wasn't an easy one to take anyway. I had never spent $18,000 on a single watch. The most expensive watch in my collection back then was my Rado, which was gifted to me. So for me to go from spending a few $100s on a watch to all of a sudden spending $18,000 on a watch, it was just unbelievably hard for me to even contemplate buying this watch back then. So I really sat on it, and I gave it a proper thought, and it was a big achievement in my life back then. I was celebrating something really important to me. So and my missus kind of convinced me as well to go for it, which was quite unusual. She's always the wise one and making the right financial decision. So she kind of pushed me to go for it, and I ended up buying this watch. And one thing about this watch is that I haven't worn this watch a lot, or at least, when I say a lot means at least for what I've paid for it. So now this year I decided to give this watch a lot more wrist time, and that has been the case as well. So I'm trying to, or I have been wearing this watch at least once or twice a week, or a fortnight at least, and that has been consistently achieved over the past 5 months or so this year, and that will be the story going forward as well. I want to wear this watch as much as I can, and every other watch as well, but there's no point of spending, I thought to myself, there's no point of spending all this money on a watch for it to be sitting in a box and not enjoyed. And so I decided that that's it. I'm going to start wearing this watch more often, and that's what I've done this year. So on to the last watch, guys, and that is my Seiko, the second least expensive watch in the video today. My camera does not do any justice to the dial on this watch. I absolutely love this watch. I paid less than $1,000 Australian dollars for this. I believe I paid $950 to be precise, and this was the watch that I wore the most last year, and I've been wearing this watch quite a lot this year as well. And again, one of those watches that I really like, and it's quite a versatile watch as well. You can wear this with a nice suit, or even with with jeans, shorts, whatever, and this will just go and will just blend in. And the dial on this one, you have to see this dial in natural light. These artificial lights in the camera just doesn't do any justice to the beauty of this dial, and the way this plays with the light is just absolutely fantastic. So yeah, guys, these are the watches that I've worn the most this year. One watch that is missing from this video today is my Casio F91W, which for one reason or the other, I decided to give to my nephew, and he's been loving it ever since. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you with my next video shortly. Until then, stay safe and look after one another. Thank you again.